Hi, YouTube. What is up? It's your girl, Aliza, and I'm back with an update video. And I'm super excited because I'm actually getting somewhere and I wanted to tell you guys about it. So, if you're new to my channel, then you probably did not know this, but about a year ago, or actually, no, this has been going on for a couple years, but a year ago, well, so like this has been going on for a couple years, but every once in a while I get these random numbers that text me and call my phone. They'll call me and like not talk, but they'll text me and either try to start something with me, tell me that I'm like a prostitute or some shit, or tell me that they're watching me and they're at my house. And actually, it went from just calling to texting to people actually showing up at my house, sending me pictures of the front of my house, actually walking onto my property to the point where my dogs like heard them and started going crazy. So I basically decided to find out who this person is, if it's a joke, if I'm really being, stalked and harassed. So I was going through because recently another number texted me, which is what got me to do this. So another number texted me recently. So I have this app on my phone called Truecaller, and it tells you basically if someone's calling you, like who it is, if you don't know who it is. So like if an unknown number calls you and you have Truecaller, if it's a scammer, it'll pop up as a scammer. And if not, Truecaller will give you a notification. They'll say like, for instance, if I didn't have my best friend's number on my phone, if she would have got a new number and she would have called me, it'll say like Victoria Grutner, like incoming call from Victoria Grutner or something. So um, I went onto Truecaller and I looked up the phone number to see if it would give me a name or something. And one of the numbers took me to bandwidth.com. So I'm like, okay, that's something. So I went to bandwidth.com, and basically what this website is they work with Skype, Google Voice, Pinger, any application that allows you to text and call people from like a VoIP fake number. This website basically like works with them. So I sent them an email and I gave them the phone numbers. I sent them screenshots and I'm like, hey, I have a person that literally stalks and harasses me. Can you, tell me who this is? If you can't, at least tell me what app they're using, and then maybe I can, email the app, you know, the producers of the app or something, and see if they can help. So they replied to my email and told me that this person is using Pinger. So now I know what they're using. And if you don't know what Pinger is, basically it's text free, and it's basically this app that you can download on your phone that lets you text and call people for free using a different number. It's not necessarily free because you can text for free, but if you want to call somebody, you have to earn credits. And if you're calling internationally, it's even more expensive. So knowing that it's Pinger means that it could easily be one of my friends, pulling a prank. So, if you're watching this video and it's you, like, you better tell me now because I'm gonna find out who it is. So I'm gonna email Pinger and I'm gonna ask them, hey, can you at least tell me, like, if you can't tell me who it is, can I give you a phone number that I have on my phone, and can you tell me if it's registered to this number? Like, I'm gonna try to work with them, and hopefully I can find out who it is. I have a feeling I kind of know who it is, um, but I'm not going to get into detail because I don't make accusations. But I'm going to find out who it is, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, And then I actually forgot that somebody from Tracy called me yesterday, and I don't really pay attention like to people. If I don't know you, I'm not gonna answer my phone. Is this the same? Yeah, bandwidth.com is the same shit. So yeah, I'm gonna email Pinger and gonna find out who they are. So I want to do that with you guys on video. And obviously, they're not gonna reply on video. It does take these people a while to, reply. So I'm not gonna get a reply right away. If I do, that's great. Um, but I'll probably do another video maybe tomorrow or whenever they reply. I'll do another video and we'll find out, who this is or, so the website that I contacted, they did disable calling and texting from that number. So I don't know if that's going to affect, if I ask Pinger. So, it may not work. But, you know, let me go to Pinger. So if you've never used Pinger, um, I actually grew up using Pinger because before I had an iPhone, I had an iPod Touch. So that was basically how I was able to text and call people, you know? So, and like back in the day, it was so cool. I remember my nanny she would brag to people because me and my cousin had iPods. And um, she'd be like, oh yeah, there's no bill. You can call and text people, and there's no bill for this one. Um, they did actually give me an email that I can email, so I think I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna email them. So let me just get the email and I'll review it with you guys before I send it. Okay, so Pinger blocked them. And they also told me that anyone that calls or like texts you from Pinger, all you have to do is text that number back and say stop, and apparently like it'll text you back and say like, are you sure you want to block? And then you say yeah, and then it blocks them. So um, oh, they forwarded it to Pinger, so Pinger disabled it. So with that being said, I was gonna ask Pinger, um, but since they disabled the number, I guess we don't really, um, I guess we don't really know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because I see that they disabled one, not the other, so I'm gonna send Pinger an email very similar to the one that I sent them, but it's gonna be written a little different. And it's gonna say like this number, harasses me and bothers me. Um, I want to know who it is so I can contact law enforcement because, that's what I think is so weird. It's like you tell us to contact law enforcement, but with a pinger number, like there's only so much you can do because all they have to do is disconnect and then, they're no longer associated with it, right? So it's like you kind of have to tell us. I don't know. So they gave me the email abuse@pinger.com. So I'm gonna email Pinger and please help me.